Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man DrewTube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Your frenemies thought you would stay small forever, not knowing God was about to elevate you to the next level. Let's get right into it, shall we? Some people only come into your life and want to be there for a short time and not a long time. Some people only feel good about you because they're doing better. And when you start to grow, when you start to do more in life, when you start to be more in life, they start to, unfortunately, start to disconnect with you because they feel some type of way. When you didn't look like much and when things weren't really popping off for you like that. It didn't look like you weren't going to be anything. It didn't look like you were going to get that job. It didn't look like you would ever, come up in life. It didn't look like you would ever be able to buy that house. It didn't look like you would ever graduate from school. It didn't look like you would become a doctor. You were just hanging around people. You just had your little group of friends or whatever. People loved you then. People loved you then. All right, when you didn't change, when you had some toxic traits, when you had some bad things about yourself that you were involved in. You're the lesser version of yourself. All right, probably a totally different man or woman than you are today. People loved you. They support the crap out of you when they knew that you wasn't gonna be nothing. Oh, that's just Susie. That's just Bill. That's just Tamika. That's just Tasha. That's just Ray Ray. That's just Wanye. That's just Tavon. That's just Davon. That's just Mike. They didn't care. Oh, that's just so and so. They didn't care. All right. But now that you chose to take a different route. Now that you actually chose to read those books, you chose to study, you chose to go to law school, you chose to go to cosmetology school, you chose to learn how to braid hair, you chose to learn how to cut hair, you chose to learn how to do them nails, you chose to learn how to start that business, you chose to do something with your life. It's like, ooh. Ooh. It's like you're on an episode of Scooby Doo or something. It's like a ghost town. All right, when they were on that boat episode and Scooby cut that little fog donut out, it was like, that was one of my favorite episodes. I'm like, yo, how you cut out a fog donut? But anyway, now it's like it's like a ghost town because people feel uncomfortable around you when you change because change makes people feel uncomfortable. They expect you and suspect you to be what you are when they met you. All right. They feel more comfortable the way they knew you as. All right. They wanted to know you as that forever. Some people like the people that are close to you, they do the most to you. Some people look down on you and they don't ever expect you to become a teacher. They don't ever expect you to stop making sandwiches and fries and mopping the floor and become a CEO, manager at the job or a CEO of the job. They don't expect that. Now you're giving out orders. You're in the office. You're telling people what to do. You're processing paperwork and things like that. You do a few papers and then you just chilling, telling people what to do for the rest of the day. They don't ever expect you to get there. They don't ever expect you to go from a security guard to an armed guard. You better not mess with me. All right. They don't expect you to ever go from where a lower level to a higher level in life. They don't ever expect you to go from the cash register to owning a restaurant. They don't ever expect those things. But you always had bigger plans for yourself. Always. You always had bigger plans for yourself. All right. And they may have known that about you. You may have spilled the beans once or twice. You may have told them something a little positive about your life, but then you realized again that you would never do that twice because you knew that, I got to keep this to myself for my health. All right, I have to not say anything to them because they're not going to want to see you do better than them necessarily. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that are in our life, they have that syndrome. They want to see you do good, but nobody's going to want to see you do better than them. All right, I had a friend tell me that a while back. You know, one of the somebody that I met at a job who was real cool. He showed me a lot of showed me a lot of love. That was the big homie, still is. Shout out to the big homie. He know who he is, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to the big homies. Excuse me, I got a couple of them. I got quite a few real people that I've met at that particular job along my journey. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Live long, prosperity, all those good things. All right, we gonna I'm gonna holler at y'all one day soon. Okay, especially the one that I'm thinking of right now. All right, but anyway, um, shout out to everybody, man. Um, and I wasn't talking about the big homie when I said that. Don't get it twisted now. All right. But you know how it's a friends kind of thing. All right. But anyway, all right. Let's not get distracted or sidetracked. Um, People don't want to see you do better than them kind of thing. And it's just sad because it's enough out there for everybody. All right, it's enough out there for everybody, but people don't necessarily feel that way because they can't see it for themselves. And when people can't see it for themselves, they can't see it for you. They're not going to want to see it for you. They're not going to be able to see it for you. And they'll just never see it for you because unfortunately they have this, they just got mind blocks. All right, they got mind blocks. Their mind is clouded up with the possibility of impossibility. They only believe in what's not possible instead of believing in what is possible. All right, so certain people, they're not gonna want to see you elevate in life. All right, you were passing the collection plate around, now you standing up at the pulpit. All right, they're not gonna want to see those things happening. All right, you were shopping at the Goodwill store. Now you're able to shop at some other stores. All right. Um, some people, they just don't want to see improvements in your life. They don't want to see you upgrade. All right, you may have went from an Android to an iPhone. All right, shout out to the team Android. All right, shout out to team iPhone. All right, but you, any type of little small upgrade, you may have went from having a lesser appearance to now you got a greater appearance. You may have lost some weight, now you exercise every day. Now your so-called friends don't want to be around you no more because, oh man, we always got to hear you talk about this health stuff. You a health nut. Why you always got to talk about this? We know you in shape. We know you did that. Why you trying to help us out? Why you trying to change us? Why you trying to make us live longer? Why you trying to lower my cholesterol, homie? Why you trying to lower my cholesterol? If I wanna be out of here by age, if I wanna be out of here in the middle of my life, that's my business. Why are you worried about me? Anyway, frenemies thought you would stay small forever, right? You may have went from training 2 or 3 people, now you got a whole gym. Now you got a whole gym. You went from training people in your backyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. Now you got a whole business. Now you got a whole gym. All right, you went from training one person at a time, posting on your little Facebook, your little Instagram, your little social media page, posting on all those things. Now you got a whole gym. Now you got a whole plethora of you got your whole Zumba crew behind you. They just everybody working out in unison. That's you. You got that. All right, you earned that. You didn't just wake up and have that, but you decided that you were going to have that for yourself, and now you got it. It's as simple as that. But a lot of people, they struggle to use their mind because they don't believe in themselves. They only believe in what they see, and what they see about themselves is no good. Frenemies that thought you would stay small, is because their vision is small. They have a small outlook on life. They don't see abundance. They don't see things as infinite. They don't see opportunities as infinite. You start to move up in life. You start to get that promotion. You start to get, you went from working one job to working 3 jobs, maybe even 4 jobs. All right. Now they feel some type of way. Oh, you ain't got no time for the homies no more. You ain't got no time for me no more. You don't want to spend time for me no more? How you think I just got you them gifts? I don't care. Yo, don't buy gifts for nobody that act like that. All right, don't buy nothing for nobody that's unappreciative of the time it took to acquire it. You are wasting your time. All right, like trying to catch the greased up deaf guy. You're wasting you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. I wouldn't suggest you do it. But those frenemies, they didn't expect you to grow. They didn't expect you to grow. They didn't expect you to go from 0 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30. They thought you'd be cutting one person's hair for the rest of your life. They oh he just cutting hair around the he just cut hair around the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's all. He just cut his high school friends. You know, he just in the bathroom cutting hair. That's it. You know, they didn't expect you to own several barber shops in your community. They didn't expect you to hire other barbers in your community. They didn't expect you to start a barber school. They didn't expect you to put other people on with this cosmetology game. You trying to change some lives out here in these streets. You trying to change some lives out here in these environments, in these burbs. Are you trying to change some lives out here? From the streets to the burbs, burbs to the streets. You trying to help everybody. You one of them kind of people. God bless you. All right. You gonna be big. You gonna be big. All right. You want to help everybody. And there's nothing wrong with that because you saw that you were going to have to help yourself first. But people, they didn't expect you to just keep. They didn't think you was going to do anything more than your little girlfriend's nails, your little circle of friends' nails. Oh, she's just doing Keisha nails and Tamika and them and Stephanie, you know, from work and all that. She's just doing Stephanie, Keisha, and Tamika nails. They didn't expect you to start you a whole nail salon. They didn't expect you to have a whole plethora of nail salons. They didn't expect you to have a cosmetology school. They didn't expect you to do it big. But small-minded, people who think small-minded, they don't have big thoughts. All right. They're not thinking big like you. You think humongous. All right. You think gigantic. You think huge. All right. You think big. All right. You think big. And you never let anybody's opinion stop you. And yo, when I heard this before in life, I almost fell out the chair. Yo, some people won't think you love them or want to be their friend if you won't be miserable with them. Some people think you won't be. Some people think you don't want to be their friend if you won't be miserable with them to the end. And it's just that's just the way it is. Do 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 do. Things will never be the same. Yo, things will never be. I actually tried that time. Things will never be the same. I know it still wasn't nothing, but yo, things will never be the same. Things will never be the same when you're growing, and when you're growing and people are slowing. You can't let them slow you down. If you can't let if they won't hold you down, you can't let them slow you down. Yo, man, I appreciate that. Yo, I mean, I appreciate you. Keep going, man. Keep going. If you don't have people like that in your life clapping for you, then hey, they're probably frenemies. If people change the subject when you try to bring up what you haven't done yet, but you see it for yourself, and they don't want to hear it, and they steer clear of it, they don't want they don't want anything to do with that. They don't want to see you that way. They like the old you. They like the you that they're used to, the you that just sit around, the you that just, BS with them. All right, the you with them that just sitting on the steps. All right, the you with them that's just chilling at the crib. The you with them that's just chilling at the little pizza spot every Thursday evening. All right, the you that's just not doing nothing. That's what they're more comfortable with. They're more comfortable with the version of you that ain't doing nothing. They're more comfortable with the version of you that makes them feel comfortable. When you don't do anything, when you don't elevate, when you don't improve yourself, when you don't make yourself better, people will love you till the end of time. All right, they will love you till the end of time. Always and forever. They'll always they will love you. They'll always love you. All right, always and forever. All right, when they don't see you grinding, when they don't see you trying to go from that hoopty to a Benz, all right, when they don't see you trying to go from a bike to a hoopty, when they don't try to see you go from two wheels to 2 feet to electric scooter. They'll even look down on you for your little electric scooter. I'm telling you, all right. So some people, they don't see it for themselves because they don't have a greater version. They don't have a greater vision. It'd be different if they had a greater vision of themselves. If they were to wake up one day and be like, yo, I see myself going somewhere. I see myself doing great things. I see myself being this amazing person. Y'all would be like this. Y'all would have so much in common. Y'all would be able to trade dream stories. Y'all would be able to motivate each other, uplift each other. Yo, I see you doing your thing, man. I see you doing your thing. But not everybody is like that. You have to find somebody that's already into doing something and that's already doing their thing. All right, because people will be frenemies. All right, as soon as they see you start to take off, as soon as they see good things happen in your life, people change. But yo, people change, nothing stays the same. People change up on you. And it's just weird because it's like you're the one that hasn't changed. And they will try to tell you, oh, you changed, all because you wanted to be more successful, all because you're focused now, all because you're not allowing your time to be wasted, all because you don't see yourself uh, being a negative, toxic, unmotivated, type of person anymore. You want more out of life, and it's driving people crazy because they don't want to see you actually get it. They don't want to see you become what you have in mind for yourself. They know you have something great for yourself in mind. All right. They know that you see yourself on a higher level. But the thing is, they feel more comfortable where they see you at. And because you're not going to stay there, they feel that you're not their friend. Because you're not going to be miserable with them, they feel that you're not cool with them anymore. All right, they feel that y'all are losing touch with each other. They feel that y'all are falling out. And this is how people end up not being cool with each other because this is how people outgrow friendships and relationships and certain people in their life. All right. This is how people outgrow certain people. When you want more for yourself and other people don't, whether it be friends, family, whoever, you outgrow people. All right. You outgrow people when they keep doing the same thing and you choose to do something different. All right. It could be anybody in your life. But once people switch up on you and they start, looking at you different, feeling different about you, you start noticing them throwing a little shade, having little attitudes when you come around. All right. Them not trying to understand that you got to take time and work on yourself and things like that. They may try to say you're acting Hollywood or you're acting this or you're acting that. Well, I'd rather be acting that than I'd rather act Hollywood than no good. But the thing is, you haven't changed. You're still the same person. You'll it's just that you're not making them a priority like you used to anymore. And once you stop making people a priority and you start making your goals a priority, you start making your dreams a priority, or you stop BSing around and you're taking life more serious, people are going to feel some type of way like you leaving them out, but all you're trying to do is build something for yourself. You don't want to have nothing. You don't want to join people in a miserable lifestyle. You don't even want to be miserable yourself. So why would you want to join someone else in their own misery? If somebody's unhappy or unfulfilled or is doesn't want to live the life that they want to live, that's on them. That's the choice that they're making. You're just choosing not to make that choice. And now because you're choosing to elevate, you're choosing to be greater than you were yesterday, you're choosing to not be the person that they like so much. They got an issue with you now. Y'all low key beefing now because you starting to change and they don't want to see certain things happen for you. They don't want to see your life get better. All right. Nobody wants to see you do better than them. They don't want to see your life change. You want to see your life change. You want to have some changes in life. You want to travel. You want to be able to do things, go places, eat certain food, live a certain lifestyle. And not everybody wants that. Some people, they're just complacent. All right. Some people are just content with where they're at, and that's not you. All right, you couldn't do that if you tried. It's just that you just always knew that there's something better out there for you, and it is. But you have to get away from frenemies, people who don't clap for you, people who don't want to hear good things about you, people who don't want to see those changes. Those are people who are going to hold you back because they're not going to want to see you take it to the next level. All right, they thought you were going to stay small forever, forever, forever. All right, they thought you was only going to be doing a little bit forever. They thought you was going to have a small, teeny tiny amount forever. All right, they thought you was going to be just be doing it little forever. They didn't expect you to enhance your capabilities, enhance your skills. They didn't expect that. They didn't see that coming. They did not see it coming for you to pull up in that car that day. They didn't see it coming for you to get that doctorate degree. They didn't see it coming for you to become a doctor. They didn't expect to see you in that lab coat with the stethoscope. They heard you talking about being a doctor, but they thought you were going to be doing the same thing as them. Oh, that's just her talking about that. She ain't gonna become no damn doctor. She's running her mouth. Oh, that's him talking about that. He ain't gonna become no practitioner, no whatever. He's just running his mouth. He ain't gonna become no lawyer. We ain't gotta worry about that. He ain't gonna become no realtor. He just running his mouth. That's just something that he was talking about because he ain't have nothing else to say, and he wanted to look good around us. You know, he be wanting to look good around us. Yeah, don't you know? Yeah, yeah, you right, you right. Nah, man, it's bigger than that. They're the ones trying to look good around you. They're the ones trying to save face around you. And it is what it is. You have to realize when friends become frenemies, all right? And a frenemy is just an enemy that is trying to be your friend. And unfortunately, when friends turn to frenemies, that you got some enemies, unfortunately, and not necessarily like you got a life rival or something like that. It does turn into that sometimes, but if you don't sense that, they're your peoples, so it's the people around you, when it's like level 5, it's like, oh, okay, time to bounce. But either way, you got to stay focused on your success. You got to stay focused on where you're going with your life and what you want to do with your life, and you have to put yourself first and make that more important to you than anything. You got to make that more important to you. All right. It's more important than making sure that the people who you grew up with like you. It's more important than making sure that the people in your social circle like who you are and they are down with you. All right. You don't have to be down with people. Only thing that you have to be down with is your finances. Only thing you have to be down with is making sure you can pay your bills on time. Only thing you have to be down with is making sure you can feed yourself, clothe yourself, house yourself, take care of yourself. That's what you got to be down with. And if you're the way that you're currently doing it, working for somebody else, working somebody's job, being a lesser version of yourself, and you want more, you don't want to flip burgers no more. You want to own that thing. All right. You don't want to own that. You don't want to be a manager. You want to be a CEO. You don't want to be a barber. You want to own the barber shop. You don't want to keep working in somebody else's salon. You want to own a salon. It's just you want to level up. But there are people who will only feel comfortable where your level is stuck. When you try to level up, certain people are going to feel uncomfortable because they only feel comfortable where your level is stuck. Some people only will like you because you're stuck on the level that they're at. That's the only reason why they were friends with you in the first place, is because they felt that they had something in common with you. Oh, I ain't got nothing going for myself just yet. And hey, neither does she, neither does he. What's up, buddy? What's up, bro? What's up, homie? Got to be careful of people like that. Certain people only are cool with you because they want to see you where you're at forever. They want to see you small forever. They don't want to see you hit big. They don't want to see you do well. It's like not hitting the lottery and then you hit the lottery. Now your friend is twisting their face up, acting like you ain't about to help them out, or try to do something for them too, but not with that attitude. Nah, it ain't gonna happen, buddy. So just be wise. It is what it is, but don't not work on becoming successful just because your peers, your group of friends, you feel like you're gonna let your homies down. You don't feel like you're gonna let the people down. You don't feel like you're gonna let your friends down. You don't feel like you're gonna let your day one down. You feel like you're gonna let your girl down. You feel like you're gonna let your family down. Certain people only want you to be around because they want you to be miserable with them. And if you won't, they feel that you don't love them. That's the most manipulative thing in the world, man. If somebody wants you to be miserable with them, you better run. If somebody doesn't want you to become successful because you're offending them, your success offends them, you better run. They don't want to hear about the good things that happen for your life. They're not clapping for your life. All right, you better run. And like Steve Harvey said, if you don't see them going on no vacations or starting no businesses, you should have been ran. That's the only thing you take from Steve Harvey. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. I'll see you in the next video. It's been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Oh, baby. I had to say that. Kevin, Cat Williams said that about Steve Harvey. I don't know what that means. All right, some people that's in the country, let me know. I don't know what the heck that means, but it sounded funny as hell when Cat Williams said it. All right. So I hope you get a laugh out of that. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. DruTube out. We out.